Hello, welcome back to our Tuesday Tips with the West of Scotland Regional Equality Council. Today we're going to touch on the natural sugars in fruit, as during lockdown I've seen people give fruit a bad rep in terms of sugar levels, but really it's all about the context. Ultimately, we all know excess sugar is bad for your body. It's bad for regulating moods and sleep pattern, and bad for your teeth. The West of Scotland's Regional Equality Council's Shine Bright project advises that in order to improve our oral health, we should reduce the amount of sugar we consume during the day. Sugar can accumulate and can cause tooth decay and many other health issues. So, when we're making table sugar, we have glucose and fructose. These together are bad in high amounts. Fructose is present in sweet fruits and vegetables. However, what we've now learned is that even though they taste sweet, they ultimately contain very low amounts. Eating whole fruits and ignoring pre-prepped ones, which will inevitably have lots of additives to ensure that they stay fresh for longer, it's almost impossible to consume enough to hit dangerous levels of fructose. Fruits are also packed full of water and fibre, meaning that they take a wee while to eat and digest and are much more filling. Imagine eating a full apple, orange, grapefruit, etc. as a snack. This will contain approximately 10 to 12 grams of fructose, and it's also bursting with nutrients and minerals. Compare that to a can of Coke, which has 39 grams of sugar, meaning that around 20 of that is fructose. This also has zero nutritional benefits. The same kind of goes for fruit juices as well. As you can see here, it says that it's real fruit, but realistically, it's still got 18% of your daily sugar intake in one glass, as it's so high in preservatives. So, I don't know about you, but I absolutely love watermelon, and I was so delighted to go into Postle Park Lidl yesterday and see that they're on sale. We're going to be making a summer fruit salad with them shortly, but now that we can rest easy over it being unlikely that we're going to harm ourselves from the sugar content, let's start looking at the benefits. Fruit skin tends to hold the most nutrients and fibre, so it's generally healthier to go for fruits with more skin. It's why most berries are superfruits. But they're also the most expensive and the least likely to fill you up. Apples and oranges are proven time and time again to be the most filling fruits, so I personally love to make up fruit salads with a little bit of everything. All those different flavours combined, some sweet, some sharp, mean especially for kids who might turn their noses up at certain fruits, are usually more engaged. A top tip I have for making fruit more exciting is to chop it all up, cover it in a simple dressing of lime or lemon juice and a splash of honey all mixed up, and pouring it all over. I promise it tastes amazing. It will also help keep it overnight as well. So if you're making something up for a barbecue or for lunch the next day, it'll last longer if you cover it in cling film. Before we move on to cooking up the watermelon salad, I just wanted to round up that yes, fruit's healthy for most people, although obviously there will be people out there that have individual allergies and intolerances. Excessive sugar intake is harmful, but it doesn't apply to fresh fruits eaten whole or prepared at home. So get your fruits in. I'm now going to cook a delicious grilled watermelon tomato salad with feta, cucumber and white wine vinegar and olive oil drizzle. It's simple, easy, nutritious and actually full of natural antihistamines, which helps with the crazy hay fever everyone I know in Glasgow has been experiencing the last week or two. Thanks again for joining us and we'll see you next week. Okay, so today we're going to make a grilled watermelon and tomato salad. Obviously, we don't have a barbecue, so to grill the watermelon, its water content is far too high to just put it in a pan and hope for the best. So we're going to make a marinade. For this, super simple, all I've got is some maple syrup, but you could also use honey, as long as it's runny, and then 1 full lemon or lime. And we can split that up so that it's fully combined. I then need to put each watermelon in, cover it in the marinade, and then I'm going to pop it to dry slightly on this kitchen towel. I then need to put the pan on at a super high heat. So I'm going for full power here. And I'm going to let that heat up slightly before I put oil in. Meanwhile, I've actually already chopped down my cucumber into nice little slices. And then I've got the vine tomatoes here. I can be sure it's quite hot, I'm going to put a tiny little bit of oil in, just enough to coat the pan. But we're really wanting the dry heat, we're not wanting to let it cook in oil. Once I can be sure it's hot, I'm going to place them on. You can hear that satisfying sizzle. Be super careful when you're turning it over because it will be hot. You can smell this really nice savoury honey smell. It will take about 2 minutes, 1 minute on each side. And meanwhile, I'm going to lay out my tomato, one per person, just like that. And do the same with the cucumbers. Flip it back over once more just to make sure it's starting to blacken. I'm going to very carefully cut them in half again. Position on the plate. I'm then going to drizzle in olive oil. With a splash of cider vinegar. White wine vinegar also works, maybe balsamic. But we want that acidity to cut through the sweetness of the watermelon. Cracked black pepper, crumbled feta, the crumblier the better, and finally some salt or rock salt. There you have it, this week's fresh summer salad.